Christmas, Sud Squad! Today we are going to have a video about what do you get as soaper for Christmas, from a beginner to someone who wants to scale, what they need to be able to get as a gift to be able to scale their soap game. If you're a soap maker, make sure you add these items to your Christmas list. Let's first start talking about what you give someone that wants to start the craft of soap making. This last fall of 23, I was privileged to be able to bring our kits into Hobby Lobby near you, like all the Hobby Lobbies, praise you Jesus, and be able to share the craft of soap making with that craft audience. So I think that that would be the perfect gift to be able to start off with. In this kit, it comes with the Trinity blend of oil, the olive, pure coconut, and palm oil with the 50-50 lye solution, a fragrance, and a bowl. I would definitely suggest to get them this kit, and then also to make sure that they have a mold to be able to pour the soap into, or like these type of molds, and you can get loofahs and create your own loofah soap. All of this is at Hobby Lobby near you. I would also suggest to get an emulsion blender. They come in many different sizes, many different watts. The beginning one that they have at the Hobby Lobby is a perfect one, or at any department store, like what would you use to make a milkshake, is perfect for what you're going to use to make a beginner loaf of soap. And just follow the directions that's in the bubble book. And right now I think Makesy's is doing a special offer that if you purchase anything that has to do with cold process soap and you share that receipt with them, that they will allow you to purchase the same at Makesys.com. So that's what I would suggest for a beginner soaper. Just give them a kit and allow them to just dive in and watch that video that I did and just go make soap with me. That would be a lot of fun. Jolly, jolly, jolly. For the person that loves soap and that has made some soap and they want to get to that next level of making soap, you could always give them a better emulsion blender. There's so many different emulsion blenders. Like this right here, I love it. It's my color. Doesn't it look good? But what I love about this emulsion blender is that you're able to take it apart and be able to clean, and you don't have to push a button to be able to mix it. And if you ever got one of those Cuisinart mixers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're trying to push the button and mix and stir all at once. This one with the KitchenAid one, you don't have to do that. I wouldn't suggest for you to get the KitchenAid mixer that is battery operated. It dies pretty quick because of the amount that you are stirring. But that emulsion blender, and then if you're trying to go up another level, you can use the emulsion blenders that we use here at the Soap Gal, and that is the Warning commercial blender and a tilting pot from Soap Equipment. But that's advanced soap making. Like you definitely know you're going to be making at least 20,000 bars a year before you get to that level, I would suggest. The next thing I would suggest for the next medium soaper, let me bring it out, is if you can go directly to Makesy.com, jingle, 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 and you can get the starter soap making kit. So this is for someone that wants to be able to make a 5-pound loaf of soap, and you get like the Discovery Botanical kit. Let's just put this stuff in the back. The Mica Discovery kit, gloves. I mean, all of this, I think everything that's in this box, myself and the Makesy team really wanted to make sure everyone's safe and that they had what they need. So you got gloves, you have your jars to make sure that they are lye safe. You have 50-50 lye solution. You have safety gloves so that if you get soap on you, you're good. More containers, a small scale, something to cut your soap with, more fragrances and fragrance scent sticks, salt so you can make sure your bar is harder, safety glasses, a spatula, I mean, and you get the Trinity blend oil. So there's a whole lot in this kit. So if you have someone that really wants to make more than just going to Hobby Lobby and getting the starter kit, I would suggest for you to go to Makesy.com. But I don't want to just talk about that. Let's talk about the next level of products that you can go to. Let's say you have all the basic stuff, you're just trying to get to the next level of soaping. Okay, this is like the Loaf Cutter. All right, I mean, this right here, to be able to know that you're always going to be able to cut consistent bars to the size that you want with one great big just cut. I mean, that is music to a soaper's ear. And if you are cutting bars one by one and they're not even, and you want to make sure you are compliant and consistent and you're giving your customer exactly what they think they're paying for. If they think they're paying for a 4-ounce bar, you know, every time that you cut this, you're going to be getting 4-ounce bars because they're consistent. I would definitely suggest to go to Soap Maker. I have purchased so many different loaf cutters, and Soap Maker is or soapequipment.com is my favorite one. So I would suggest for you to talk to Robbie and get a loaf cutter. Another tool that I absolutely love and we use all the time is our log splitter. So if you're no longer making soaps in a log one at a time and now you're making them in slabs, I would suggest for you to get this slab cutter. Link below. I have gone through a lot of different slab cutters too, but what's so great about this is you're able to just push your loaf through and it cuts it perfect, and then you come over here and then you cut them into bars. So we really love this. Every station of my cutting department has one of these, so when they use the air cutter, which that is like extreme. You were Santa Claus if you bring in an air cutter, but all my air cutters come down and then sometimes the wires bow, and when the wires bow, the bars are not perfect. So this allows them to be able to take those in loaves and just slide it through, so then that way we know we have that perfect loaf that we need. Another tool is all the different sizes you can get of these bins, and you're able to pour all your oils in and everything in here, and then it's clear so you're able to really see and stir. This helps a lot. You can never have enough plastic as a soaper to be able to make your soaping in. The next thing I would like to talk about is finishing tools, and Lee Loose soap tools is another thing that we have at every station that we have for soap cutters, and we also have at packing stations, and we have at reworks, and it's amazing. It's solid, it's clean. What you do is you just set it here on the edge of your table. I'm able to just take this, lean it to the side, and just shave it over my soap, and then it makes it nice and smooth. Or on like this one here, where you like shave the edge and then it rounds the edge of the soap, so it makes it very pretty finished, perfect. But I use her tools all the time. But one of the most important things I would suggest for anyone to purchase would be a KD 7000 scale. This scale is amazing. We use this all the time to batch out raw material. It looks like this, so I would suggest this for you to purchase for the soaper in your life. I'm going to get a little bit off subject right now about things that does not have to do with soaping, but it really does scale the game of if you're going to be making skincare or natural products. And that definitely is a lip balm tray, a flood tray, because most people who are making soap, they're also making skincare products. And a flood tray, you put the tubes in on the back and then you set it here and you're able to just flood pour the lip balm base in, and then you just scrape it off and you're able to make 225 lip balms at one time. So that again you can get from soapequipment.com. Behind me, I have a Lye Storage Tank. That's another great tool that you could have as a soap maker, is a place to be able to store your lye safely. Melters is another great one to have, so you're able to master batch out your oils and they're always warm, and have a melter on hand so you always have oil on tap. A tilting pot, a warring mixer, scales, an air cutter. Oh, you can't forget software. So another gift would be to get a Microsoft Windows computer, an inexpensive one, and then download SoapMaker 3 software on it. So that way they're able to, at the beginning of the year, take inventory and keep track of all their bars and be able to formulate and know their true costs. And also, you know, just being able to go to the Soaper Guild conference. That's another thing that would be amazing to be able to give a soaper, so that they are able to connect. I don't know why I'm crying, but just to be able to connect with other people that are as passionate as you are about a craft of keeping people alive and happy and joyful. I mean, so to be able to say, hey honey, you're gonna go to the Soapers conference this year, and be able to experience what it is to be with like-minded people, that's always priceless, because you're creating friendships and new relationships. If you can think of anything else that you would want as a soaper, put it in the comments below, but I think I got it all. So you might want to forward this to family members or friends so that they know exactly what you want for Christmas. Thank you for watching. Merry Christmas, and remember, lather, rinse, profit, repeat.